preparation to try and ride the back of a bucking horse for 8 seconds. The Cowboy this year comes from Faith, Dakota to kick us off. This is Traylon Martin. Now, Traylon Martin comes as a very storied cowboy. These are all professional bronc riders, and anyone can win this event. This cowboy is 20 years old. Earlier on this year, he was 92 points in Rodeo Austin. He's top 30 in the world. Now, all of our horses tonight come from the Calgary Stampede. This is a horse called Enough Cherry. This horse has been ridden to an 88.5 ride as the top ride on this horse. Now tonight, all of these cowboys are going to benefit from your encouragement, your support during the ride. It's 8 seconds that begins when the horse's body crosses the plane of the chute gate. And as you can see, that cowboy is stepping up over top right now. The saddle on the back of the horse has got 2 stirrups, 1 foot into each stirrup, lift on the bronc rein during the ride. Now the cowboys are about ready to open that gate. They'll do that on his nod when he feels comfortable on the horse. Keep one hand free in the air, hang on to the bronc rein, watch for the initial contact rule for the first jump out of the buck chute, and above all, we want to give this American cowboy a little Canadian encouragement to try and win the event tonight. Top 8 come back for a second horse, and it doesn't matter where they come from. We are kind with Canadian applause tonight. Are you ready? Come on! Yeah! Whoa! I bet everybody in Wildwood, Alberta knows what to do for a cowboy from South Dakota. Let's give him a little Canadian welcome, everybody. And look at that ride back on the big screen. Watch this. The ejector button gets pushed right there. Now, for those of you that are newbies to the bronc riding, that is a no score. We'll see some of those tonight. That is totally normal, but he will not be back for our second round of bronc riding tonight.
Yeah, he's going to have to sit that one out, partner. That is too bad for a cowboy that, like you mentioned, he's put together some huge scores. The talent from South Dakota and Traylon Martin, of course, his first year on Canadian soil. But now we're going to take you to a cowboy that is no stranger to the winner's circle, and especially right here in Wildwood. His name is Ben Anderson, and he is world-class in every sense of the word. He's a second-generation Canadian Finals Rodeo qualifier, and tonight, the top hand from Eckville, Alberta, matches up with Urgent Delivery from the Calgary Stampede. That big-time bucking horse rider, last year's Canadian Pro Rodeo Association season leader and Maple Leaf Circuit Finals champion. He would win the first round here last year, and he wants to try and do it again. He knows that he is going to have to be a big number to try and get in to that final round.
79 and a half.
Well, as the numbers are coming, let's talk about 79 and a half. Going to be the assessment for the cowboy. 79 and a half for Ben Anderson. We break the ice on Saturday night.
One qualified ride into the books, and my prediction is here's another one coming. Get ready inside that GPS chute. One of our Alberta youngsters from Okotoks. Again, a second-generation bronc rider. You're going to love this guy. This is Sawyer Erickson. A horse from Calgary they call Zorda Proud. Now, this is a big, solid bay gelding. This horse packs a punch. And I tell you what, this little Alberta cowboy has got a lot of talent and drive. He comes to us this weekend 6th in the Canadian standings. So you're looking at a storied cowboy with a real shot to go to the Canadian Finals Rodeo. Now the halter's on the horse's head, the feet are in position. There's the nod. Come on, let's ride. Sawyer Erickson, yeah! Looking good, cowboy. Oh, you can hear the cowboys and the crowd. This is a knowledgeable crowd. How do you like him now? He's down, everybody. Oh, isn't he something? All right. Well, that's the winning way, and that's the style that's taking him up into the Canadian standings right now. Smooth and easy. Smooth and easy. Scores coming back for our cowboy. Hey, the news is good. 82.5. 82.5.
Yeah, leaderboard shaping up, I'll tell you. So 82.5 is now the new number to beat early on in section number 1. Sawyer Erickson, I love to see the smile on the face of that cowboy as soon as he stepped off. Oh, big time bucking horse riding at its very best here tonight as we take you to another second generation rough stalk athlete. Chance Barrass from Yellowhead County, Alberta, in the Calgary Stampede's Yuppie Bubbles. Now, this is a sorrel mare, and I mean, this is a beautiful matchup for a cowboy that I really feel is just on the edge of greatness. He is destined to find his way to not only another Canadian Finals Rodeo, but a Canadian Championship. At the right-hand delivery side, GTS is the buck and shoot where we want you to lock your gaze in preparation for what is likely to be your new number 1 ride. Can you help him? Can you help him? That cowboy would cut his teeth in this arena, and you can see, the excitement from every bronc rider that has tremendous respect for that man and his family. Chance, you were absolutely awesome tonight, like you have been so many times before. And as the marks make their way, when we want to talk about a new number 1, I'm darn sure hoping, I'll tell you.
85.5.
You ready? How about 85.5 as the crowd goes wild? Oh, Chance Barrass is number 1.
Oh, the heat just got a little hotter. All right, the Jim Robinson contracting shoot. Here comes the guy with the most experience here tonight. This is Sam Keltz from Stavely, a horse called Exalted Cherry. Sam Keltz's dad is a Canadian champion. The horse's dad is a Canadian champion. Of course, you all know about Jim Keltz, and you all know about Graded Coconut. Well, here's the second generation of cowboy and horse. And I tell you, they are both at the top of their game in 2024, and that's what we look for. Whenever you come to any match or any rodeo, there's no substitute for experience, and both the horse and the cowboy have got that in spades. We're about ready to get the nod coming from Sam Keltz. He's looking down there, asking the horse to move over just a half a step to the right. That'll allow him to get that left leg down. A little bounce from the horse. Whatever happens inside that buck chute is totally fair and square, but our cowboy will get it all handled momentarily. Now, the other cowboys watch each ride, not only the ability of the cowboy, but the bucking horse. Every time one of these horses bucks, the cowboys never know when it'll be their opportunity to watch this horse or have this horse themselves at the next rodeo or bronc riding match. So they were watching intently, and you watch them hoot and holler and listen to them cheer for Sam Keltz when he comes on out there. You can see him up on the big screen trying to wiggle a little bit of movement out of that horse. We've got great handlers here tonight, and they know exactly what to do. It looks like the stage is set. Fire in the hole. Here we go. Beautiful spurt and stroke. The timing is excellent. Hang on. Oh, yahoo. There's the rescue squad. How about a little Alberta applause for the Alberta Cowboy? Looks good. Our judges tonight, on behalf of Wrangler, down inside, Larry Adams, Dale Reed score the ride for the Cowboy and the bucking horse. 80 tonight for Sam Keltz, 80.
Well, congratulations to Sam Keltz, a proud new father and a proud new owner of an 80-point ride tonight. Hey, if you bought anybody in our Calcutta, we strongly encourage you to come up to the announcer stand in the next little while to square up for your long round Calcutta purchase. We appreciate all of our buyers. We'll encourage you to get up here just as quick as you can as we now go to Logan Young, Tilly, Alberta, as we switch sides on you. We go from the right-hand delivery to now what we refer to in our game as the left-hand delivery side. It is a buck shoot of Timberland Auctions. Thank you to Robert Lind and his team. As a cowboy making ready, I mean, he is an action-packed bucking horse rider on a big-time bucker. This is a horse that they call Crackin' the Till, and this is a chestnut mare that they have won money on in some of the biggest rodeos, not only in Canada, but in the world. You watch this horse fire out of here, and she will move across there and give the Cowboy, and in this case, Logan Young, every opportunity to try and win first. As he works through the last few final movements, he takes a real deep seat in that saddle, and you can see from your vantage point, and the Feature Productions team bringing it to us, he's just moving back and forth, back and forth. What he's trying to do is encourage, cracking the tail, that horse right there, just to stand up a little bit. You can see how she's kind of leaning on the back of that buck chute. That's her game. She knows it. She's starting to play tricks with the Cowboy as much as he is with her. It's all hands on deck as the #1 bronc rider in the world, and Damian Brennan is lending a hand to that Cowboy right now. We can say this much, as much money's on the line, Logan Young knows that he is not going to nod his head until things are perfect. $25,000 in added money. The winner could leave here, Mr. Doug Young, with $9,000, $10,000, $11,000. He wants to make it right, and he's going to do it right now. Oh, you can see the frustration in the body language of the Cowboy, but I'm not sure why. Did you see her fire today? Cracking the till from the Calgary Stampede. She makes that tight circle to the left, and I'll tell you, how he weathered the storm on that first jump is beyond me. That alone speaks to the talent that that Cowboy has. Wildwood, that is a great bronc rider. He needs a little pick-me-up if you're willing. How about a love from the grandstand to make him feel better today?
Let's carry on with the world-class bronc riders. Let's go to the quick match shoot. Here comes a fan favorite everywhere he goes. Twice to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, a perennial favorite at the Canadian Finals. We are talking about Koby Wanchuk, everybody. And whenever he rides, wherever he rides, everybody hoots and hollers and cheers and encourages this Cowboy. I'll tell you, one of the most unassuming Cowboys you will ever see. Quiet, smiles, but I'll tell you, you get him on the back of a bucking horse. Well, today they brought him a horse called Wrong Flavored. Now, in 2024, Wrong Flavored has been absolutely outstanding. Koby knows that. He's watched the video on this horse. The Cowboy and the horse have been around for a while, and I tell you what, they know each other inside out. These are the kind of matches you see at the Wildwood Bronc Bustin. A couple of years ago, Stella Stevens was in the crowd interviewing people, talked to a lady, said, "Where are you from?" We thought she was from just down the road. She had flown in from Northern Ireland to come to the Wildwood Bronc Bustin, and she'd come to see her favorite Cowboy, Koby Wanchuk. And he was so gracious with her, went up and shook her hand. I tell you, she left with a great big smile from Canada. And that's all she'd come for. She wasn't touring Canada. She flew in one day, left the next, came just for the Wildwood Bronc Bustin. The stage is set. We hope you're ready, everybody. Watch this. Let's get going. Koby Wanchuk, hang on. Yes, go. Come on, don't let him ride alone. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you for the encouragement, everybody. Oh, let's get him down and give him a little hand, Alberta. Yes. Wow. Oh, look at that one back on the big screen. Horse kicking back, big and strong and high and hard. Everything you need. 85.5 once again. It's crowded at the top, partner.
It is crowded at the top. Okay, I say it every year that I have the honor of coming here. You know, we're now 7 rides in, and we have 285 and a half, and we have 23 rides left. Wow. Not very many places as an announcer do you have to soft sell an 85 and a half because you know better's coming. It's an amazing place if you're a bronc riding fan, and as now we move to the end of the action. Barren Concrete is where we prepare for what I think is one of the most exciting matchups of the night. Dawson Dahm from Duffield, Alberta. And tonight, it is a bucking horse from the Calgary Stampede that they call Cloudy Skies. Now, Dawson Dahm is a perennial fan favorite of the Canadian Finals Rodeo, and he was a runner-up to a college national championship. But Cloudy Skies from the Calgary Stampede, They were 89.5 2 years ago at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. But you know what else this horse does? This horse will buck you off. And Dawson Dahm knows it. 75% of the time, the Cowboy will not make the required 8-second buzzer when they draw this horse. But what you need to know is Dawson Dahm is a pistol-packing outlaw on the Terror Tomahawk, and he's ready. Because he rides him right, and he rides him rank. Dawson Dahm, long-legged and fast-footed, and he's ready. Tonight, he's loaded for bear, for he wants to find his way to the top 8 and into that championship round. Make it right. All right, Dom. Yep. Oh, we can't hear you. That is what it is all about. When you back that man into a corner, he absolutely comes out fighting. You don't got to wait on the numbers. Somebody pump him up. Oh, Wildwood, you better keep it going, okay? We got a brand new number 1, 89 points for Dawson Dahm. Oh, that was amazing, partner. 89 for Dawson Dahm. You can see a round of high fives in congratulatory fashion for that Cowboy. Woo, now we're cooking. Good stuff.
Ooh, he just got serious. Oh. Everybody's motors run into the Jim Robertson contracting chute. Corona, New Mexico sends us Leon Fountain. Get ready, everybody. Went to his first Canadian Finals rodeo last year. This guy is an awesome bronc rider. This is a horse called Zelda's Whitney. The Calgary Stampede has taken this horse everywhere from Alaska to Texas and all points in between. Outstanding Cowboy. Outstanding bucking horse. Ready to ride the Wildwood Bronc Bustin. The stage is set down inside. You can see the Cowboys talking to him down inside, helping him with this horse. A little bit of movement to the right would be good. Cowboys like to move the horses back and forth inside, kind of like if somebody grabs your shoulder, moves you from side to side, you put your feet in solidly underneath you. Well, it's the same thing with a bucking horse. If the horse's feet are solid inside, I'll tell you, we get a great launch out of that buck chute. Now, the degree of difficulty score for the horse comes from the judges as well, and that's 50% of the ride. The Cowboy looks as though he has everything set, but keep in mind, the finish and the start are only 8 seconds apart. Let's go. Come on, Alberta, help New Mexico. Oh, yeah. You can hear the Cowboys cheering at him through the ride. Now here comes a pickup man right along beside him. A Hollywood move will set him on the ground to hear some Alberta applause for New Mexico. Yeah. Well, that guy's an athlete. He can ride whatever you run in underneath him. Oh, this is one of those nights you don't want to be a judge. 85.5 once again. That is a three-way split, second, third, and fourth now.
Oh, I'll tell you, feels right now like we've never worked a day in our life, huh? Wow, this is fun. 85.5, like you mentioned, 3 of them right underneath that big-time 89 at Dawson Dahm. And as we continue to click-clack through round number 1. Yeah, that's right. We're still in round number 1. I'll tell you what, smiles all over the place, whether you be in a grandstand or I'm sure right over across the world as you're tuning in on the Cowboy Channel Plus app in due time. But it's all about Cash Wilson, Wall, South Dakota, and a horse from the Calgary Stampede that they call Aloha Margie. This is in the buck and shoot of Midwest alongside our center out gate presented by Mountainside Sales and Rentals. Now, Cash Wilson, at 23 years old, has won the Badlands Circuit Finals. He would do that earlier this season. He's bringing that momentum to the north side of the Medicine Line. It's time to ride in Wildwood. Whoa! talk about making your hands clap, huh? Wow, he did exactly that. He is fired up, and I'll tell you what, he should be, but we are going to hold the phone for just a moment in time. And I'll tell you what, things look to be all sorts of okay. You can see our pro rodeo officials are going to deliberate. Now, I know we're in bronc riding country, so I wasn't the only one that saw that yellow flag on the field of play. However, well, free roll on the other side, so that is the fact of the matter. So if we have an opportunity to watch this one more time, I know that I'm leaning heavy on him, but the deal is that horse absolutely fired out of there. So big and so strong, and I'll